Hey everyone, so I've got some summer art projects for you with me, Ms. B. The project we're going to be doing this week is pull string art, and here are some supplies you'll need. So you're going to need a hardback sketchbook, some watercolor paints, and you're also going to need some string. I picked this string up in the sewing section. It's also called floss. And yes, my hands are a mess because I've been doing this project. You will need some scissors to cut the string, and you will need a paintbrush. Now, if you don't have any of these supplies available, I'm going to show you how to do it with alternative supplies. You can use a hardback book of any kind and regular paper, as well as food coloring if you don't have watercolors. So this project did call for watercolor paints, but I did use some acrylic paint and water, and that worked too. You can also use some sewing string, so that's a heavier thread, but that will work. So again, you just want to gather up your supplies before we get started. So if you're using the hardcover sketchbook, it's going to be the easiest. You just want to turn to a clean page. So you will need water for this project, and that's to wet your watercolors. So again, this project did call for liquid watercolors, but I'm going to show you how to water down your regular Crayola watercolors so that you can do this project. So you do want to start to saturate the colors you're working with a lot of water. And by doing that, you're just going to dip your brush into the palette and get all the water into the color. So I'm using purple right now. And I did wind up needing a bigger brush to get more water in there. Again, this is not normally how we would use our watercolor palette, but it works for this project. So as you can see, there's a lot of water right inside of that color. Next, you're going to get your string. You want to pull about 12 to 15 inches. That's going to give you plenty to work with. You can pull more, but 12 to 15 inches is perfect. So the next thing you want to do is you kind of want to dip your string into your watercolor. And I am patting it down in there to make sure that the string is saturated with color, or that it soaks up all the color. Then we're going to pull it out. Then on your page, your clean page, you're going to lay out your string. You can do it straight, but if you do it in patterns, you're going to get a different design, or a really cool design, I should say. Close your book. Now you do want to apply a little bit of pressure, but not too much pressure, just enough so that the page doesn't open. And you're going to pull straight out. And it makes these really cool designs. So that one I might have pushed a little bit too hard on. So on this next one, I'm going to not put as much pressure on my hand after I close the book. So I am going to cut a new piece of string, but you can use both sides of the string if you're using two different colors, or reuse the string you already have if it's in the same color family. That way you don't waste a lot of the string. So I'm going to use some red this time. Again, I'm saturating or adding lots of water to my watercolor. I'm going to dip the string in on one side, making sure that the string soaks up as much of the color as it possibly can. Then I'm going to go to a clean page. I'm going to lay my string down, close my book, light pressure, and pull straight. And that's what it should look like. Now, I'm going to do a couple on the same page so you can see what it looks like when you add different colors together. So I'm going to move to a lighter color next. Again, saturate that color. Make sure you have a lot of water in there, but not too much water that it dilutes the color. So I'm going to reuse the string I just used because it's the same color. And now I'm going to start to make a picture with them. Oh, little drip. Light pressure and a pull. So I guess I didn't like that one, but I just changed the page. So here I go again. Gonna reuse the string. Again, I try to reuse my materials as much as I can. That way I don't create any waste. Let's see how this one comes out. There we go. I'm pretty sure I added some yellow here at some point, or a light orange. Ah, the light orange, there we go. So this is where I should have put a couple on the paper. So one side I did use blue, the other side I'm going to use the light orange. Again, trying not to waste my materials, making sure that the color gets soaked up into the string. So all the water's been soaked up, that's how you know. We're going to place it on the page. Again, light pressure. Pull. There you have it. So I am going to do one more on this page. I'm going to cut a new string. And go for a darker orange. This project can be a little messy. Just make sure you put some paper down underneath where you're working, or you're on a craft surface. That way we don't get paint everywhere. Close that up. Close the book. Light pressure. Pull straight. And there you have it. So depending on how you put your string on the paper is how your design will come out. Now, I don't think I re-dipped this. I wanted to see what it would look like if I didn't re-dip it. And it still came out pretty bright. So you can probably use the same string twice. So let me show you if you do not have a hardback sketchbook. So if you have a hardback book that you don't mind getting dirty, this is an old sketchbook of mine actually. But if you have an old hardback book you don't mind getting dirty, you're just going to fold a piece of paper and put it on the inside. Same thing with your paints. Again, if you do have access to watercolor paints, you just put a little bit in a container, dip your string in the watercolor paint, and it's the same process. This also works with food coloring, it just doesn't come out as bright. So I've dipped in the blue. I'm going to find my page in the book. Again, I just inserted a blank piece of paper into a hard copy book. Going to apply some pressure, not too much. Pull the string straight. And there you have it. So these are just string prints. They're really fun to do. All designs are going to be different. No two are ever the same. So these are just really fun projects. And you can get creative with your color and how you arrange them on the paper. So I'm going to show you a few I did beforehand. I think my page got stuck there. And these were with acrylic paint. So I just mixed acrylic paint and water. They didn't come out too bad. That one blue one, though, came out really nice. And even the yellow, even though you can't see it. But again, if your string is too wet, they won't come out as nice. So the lighter ones come out really nice. You can see the lines on both sides. There's one I did. I think that's it. So if you guys had fun with this project, I'd love to see what you did. I have a new Instagram account, Miss B's Arty Party, where you can upload if you have your own Instagram account or mom or dad have one, and you just hashtag Miss B's Arties. That way I get to see it, and also I'm going to be showing them on my own Instagram. So here's a few I've already posted of some previous projects we've done. Again, it's just a fun way to show off your artwork. So remember with these projects to always have fun and be creative.